Hey y'all, good morning. Um, I wanted to make a video, and I'll try to be brief here. Probably not any longer than like 3 minutes to like 5 minutes or anything like that. But I wanted to, and I'm gonna edit this anyway, so it doesn't even matter if I take too long. But yeah, I wanted to actually make a video of me actually going into the school and into the bursar's office and actually paying the money that you guys helped me raise. I actually did not have to use any of my operational budget because he was able to get like a little bit of extra money as to what he had already worked to pay. So like y'all's money that y'all helped me raise was like exactly enough to pay his school fees. So I wanted to make a video of me actually entering the school, going into the bursar's office, and paying the money because you know it is an issue of trust that you know that your money went to what you donated it for. Because here in Nigeria, there's like a serious issue of corruption. Like Nigeria is like the third most corrupt country in the world, actually. So I just wanted to make sure that trust was established that y'all's money was used for what I said it was used for, and it wasn't like raised for me to like you know do petty things with or to just like eat y'all's money out here in Africa. So that's not only in Nigeria, that's in a lot of African countries, and I did actually make a video of that a while ago when I was trying to take some kids out to a combine for American football because American football is very new here. So like my brother Tyler, who also donated and helped me, and I'm gonna call each one of y'all out. He donated and he helped me get his mom, Miss Ann, to donate. And both he and his mom actually, when I was in America over the past 4 months between May and September, dealing with my medical issue, they really helped me out a lot financially because I don't have free health care in the state of Tennessee. And when I went to the emergency room, like my bill was like extra. So like I got like a aunt that lives in Connecticut. So I went to go live with her because I get free health care up there in Connecticut. And like when I was coming back, Tyler and his mom, who both donated for this kid, um, you know, they got me basically they got me a free ass plane ticket back to Nashville, which is just like I'm obviously forever grateful for their family because without them I would not be the man that I am today, and I'm very proud of the man that I am today. And they play a large part in it. They and a lot of my other brothers as well. Um, So yeah, I wanted to make the video like that, but I think I have the receipt here. So I mean, the receipt's gonna show up because I'm gonna edit the video and stuff like that. So I got the receipt here actually. The title of the fundraiser was for a young African surgeon. He didn't want me to really tell nobody, because I mean like black people generally are prideful people, but like you know, he doesn't want like nobody like talking about him and stuff, which is understandable. He's still a kid, you know. And like the way that I wanted to do it was like kind of like a scholarship through the foundation. But because I have new trustees coming on, they even had a problem that I used the logo that I created personally. That logo was like I created that based off of ideologies. Like if anybody knows the 5% Nation, they believe women are Earth, and I use that tree as a representation of Earth, and the 6 branches of that tree, they stand for life, loyalty, love, wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. And some of y'all here, like Miss Danielle, who I worked with at Goodwill before I first came to Africa in January of 2014, would understand that ideology as well. And then my mother's a Muslim and my father's a Christian, so we have the crescent moon of Islam there and the sun representing like the sun in my logo. But they had a problem with me using that logo, so I didn't even want to even now present it as a scholarship anymore. So it's just really that y'all just helped me out in an emergency aid situation for a kid, and I really appreciate y'all for that. So I've shouted out Tyler, Tyler's mom, Miss Ann. I shouted out Danielle, who I worked at Goodwill with. Goodwill was the best job I ever had before I left America. Then I became a teacher over here for like a year and a half. Now that's the best job I ever had. And the lady that got me that job, she really helped me achieve a major goal. One of my uncles is a United Nations judge, or was, I'm sorry, he was a United Nations judge. He's my great uncle, not my direct like uncle. He's my granddad's brother, little brother, and he was a United Nations judge. And he was a major goal of mine, based off of legal situations that I may come across doing what I need to do out here, because obviously Africa doesn't really belong to Africans, and no African country is a real African country. They're all like imperialist countries. So I'm obviously going to face legal issues off of what I'm doing out here to help, my brothers and sisters out here. So, I really needed him, and she helped me achieve my first major goal, and actually being able to meet the guy and sit down with him. And even though he didn't decide to help me, it still opened up doors, because I met his son later on, and his son is more, more in tune with the times than his 80-year-old dad. So at the end of the day, it still opened up doors. And that lady, her name is Alaja Toyebat Yusuf Adeniji. And I worked in her school for a year and a half. The first football game I organized with kids, I had about 33 kids, I think, and 10 of them came from that school. And I taught English in the school, and I was also a coach for like the little kids in like the elementary school. So like, I'm just like what I've been doing out here, though I've went through a lot of hardships on my own, like without help from like people like yourselves. I gotta shout out Jazz, man. One day, Jazz, man, I gotta talk to you about something one day, man. It's really important that I get that off my chest, man. You may or may not know what I'm talking about, but like your donation, like when I saw it, I was like, and you slick be steady liking my stuff, man. When I like post like stuff that I'm really passionate about, like I see you at times liking that stuff, and like, man, like I told you, bro, like I appreciate, because like MLK is like the only basketball team I really ever played on, and like playing there for the brief amount of time that I did, and running under Coach Doc Shelton, man, that made me who I am today. And I feel like I'm cold at basketball. And I could look directly in the camera and say that. Like, I feel like I'm cold at basketball. I don't really feel like anybody can really fuck with me at all, because I'm a monster. Because I got a work ethic out the ass. So, I mean, like, I don't know who's really fucking with me, honestly. If it was, I don't want to make no excuses. I'll just leave it at that. But my nigga Tyler knows what's up, bro. Like, I don't care what Tyler made me thinking, but like, if I was dying of cancer, Tyler, you still couldn't fuck with me in basketball, yo, boy. But I fuck with you, though, Tyler. But Jazz, man, yeah, thank you to heaven, bro. Like, I cannot thank you enough, honestly. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, because I am. Jazz, Danielle, missing Tyler. Somebody else donated. I'm really embarrassed right now. Anyway, I'm gonna edit the video anyway, so it's cool. Yeah, I forgot my brother fucking Anon. Anon helping out immensely as well, man. I appreciate you, brother. I don't know what to say about Anon. I know Anon, just like Tyler, man. I know Anon since I was a little kid, man. He lived right up the street from me, man. And like, probably one of my only friends when I went to Antioch was Anon, bro. But I fuck with you, Anon, bro, and I appreciate you. What I appreciate most recently of Anon, though, is that he donated pads to my little brothers when I was teaching them football in America, too. So he really helped out a lot, along with Tyler, Al, and them in the neighborhood and stuff, helping me become a better coach, because he donated equipment to us. I remember that. And definitely at Under Armour most recently. I worked at Under Armour briefly. I don't know if y'all know this, but because I'm an African, I generally can only get like factory jobs and stuff, and I hate factory work. But like, I probably stayed at Under Armour as long as I did because I knew that probably some days after work I would be hooping with the Anon and them in the Under Armour facility. So I fuck with you heavily because of that, bro. And I already told you, but I fuck with you, bro, and I appreciate your donation as well, brother. And I'm embarrassed that I forgot you the first time, but again, I edited this shit, so thank you, bro. And the prayer, I already prayed the prayer, bro, but the prayer is gonna come after this in the edited video, so it's still gonna be, you're still gonna be prayed for, brother. So God bless you and thank you a lot, bro. But yeah, I thank y'all again. And I'm gonna leave you all with two prayers. One of them is a Muslim prayer. It's Al-Fatiha. The translation of that in English is the opening. And I hope nobody will be offended because it's all one God that we're all praying to anyway. And the next one, I always forget which part it is, whether it's, I always just tell everybody John 14, 15, and 16, and 17 anyway, because like I read the whole thing, but my prayer is probably directly from John 15. So I've been using John 15 since the summer of 2010, which Tyler, you should remember that, because like ain't nobody ever seen me cry up until the summer of 2010, man. And and uh and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But thank y'all again. This kid's name, by the way, is Emeka Onyekachi. You know, there's three major tribes in Nigeria. I'm a Yoruba, and he is Igbo. So, you know, just a little lesson for you guys. All right, so I'm just gonna pray for everybody, and thank y'all again. All right, so I'll start with John 15 because that's what I normally start with anyway. I just learned Al-Fatiha, by the way, because I never really like going to, you know, they call it Ilekewu or Madrasa, if they say it in Arabic. Ilekewu is the Yoruba, how they say it. But it's basically like your Arabic school or your Islamic school that you do. It's like their after school activities is like Islamic school. But I'll do John 15 first since that's what I know better. But I mean, I know Al-Fatiha now, but I just learned it like before I came back to America recently. I just memorized it. I knew it before, but I just memorized it before I came back to America. All right. So I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue in my love. Alhamdulillah. Amen. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Ameen. Basically, all that Al-Fatiha is saying, it's first of all saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, which is, you know, basically like, you know, all glory be to God. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen is praise be to God again. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim are names of Allah. It's like the most magnificent, the most, you know, just glorifying God is Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin means master of the universe or king of the universe. Malik, if you ever hear a person's name is Malik, that's a name of Allah, meaning the king. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. I don't know what that means off the top of my head. Ihdina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. All that means is basically asking God to direct us on the straight path, not on the path of those who are misguided. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I thank you all again. And those prayers were for all of you all. And you know, I just appreciate y'all. I can't thank y'all enough. All right, I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day, or a great start to y'all's day since y'all are 6 hours behind me. Get y'all's weight up. Early bird gets the worm. And hopefully we'll be able to engage ourselves later on again. Thank you guys again. Bye.